I think it's safe to say that this year for TF2 has not been the best. We've had maybe one update that brought new content to the game, and also almost killed the trading scene as we know it, which is a bit of a flop on that one there, Valve. 8 months of a whole lot of nothing just to get a crate that ruined the economy. Yikes. I feel like it gets to this point every year now where we are saying we don't even know if there's going to be a Scream Fortress update or even a Smithmas update, and we've gone another year hoping for something big since Jungle Inferno without actually knowing that anything is being worked on. Which, as a content creator, is kind of scary. Because for a lot of people who make videos, they kind of depend on the games they are playing to have updates, to ensure that you always have something new and something fresh to make videos on. That's why every week you see the same couple of Fortnite videos get uploaded by the same couple of Fortnite YouTubers, because they're all covering a brand new update as soon as possible. Whereas with TF2, we don't get updates to cover and make the same videos on, so we're kind of just left trying to think of other videos to do instead, which for now is still possible, but as time goes on with nothing new in the game, it's going to get harder and harder for people to come up with ideas that haven't been done a million times already. In fact, this video that I'm making now has probably been done a million times already. I'm fairly lucky that a lot of the content I make are like series of stuff I've already started before, so if I can't think of a good standalone video for a couple of days, I have a bunch of series I can continue instead. But I want to cover new stuff in TF2, not really talk about expensive hats. I feel like I'm kind of getting to that point with TF2 where I don't really play it outside of streams and videos. I stream TF2 most days and make videos wherever I can, and that's pretty much all I do with this game. Part of the reason is that I play other games with my friends when I'm done with TF2 for the day, and the other reason is that honestly, after almost 4,000 hours of this game, there's not a whole lot of new stuff I can do each time. I still need to get good with the rest of the classes I barely play, but in terms of new content in the game, there really hasn't been a lot in the past couple of years. I think Jungle Inferno was probably the last time we actually got a significant change to the game that meant you could play a class a different way and do something different. And Jungle Inferno was also a couple of years ago now, which has left us without really anything for a few years. I really don't want to count that summer crate as an update, because it wasn't meant to be anything more than a cosmetic crate with a Ricardo hat in it. That was meant to be all it was, but then they messed up the whole economy and my hat has halved in price because of it. But it's fine, I'm not salty about it at all. And to be honest, I am not even blaming the TF team for the lack of updates, because it's not really their fault. I mean, they are the ones making the game, but it's not really their fault, especially the way Valve actually works. If some people don't want to work on TF2, or people start projects and then leave partway through it, they're kind of left having to start over again, which must be the most annoying thing ever. Saying that, I don't really know how the inner workings of Valve work, and I don't really know how a lot of the stuff at Valve even happens. But from all of these rumours, from however many other sources you've got, you can tell that the workflow at Valve is quite fluid. You can start up a project on one game, then leave it and go and work on VR if you really want to. So then that project is just kind of left there with nobody really doing anything for it, which might have happened with TF2, nobody knows. We are almost at the 2-year anniversary of the Jungle Inferno update, and we don't even know if the next update is the heavy one. I don't think it is. I never thought it was going to be the heavy update, and everyone else thought it was. And now I don't think anybody knows what the next thing is going to be. But TF2 needs an update. We need some new content to make videos on for a while, until at least maybe you get another major update out. I don't know. It literally could be add a couple new maps to MVM, make like a reskin of an item and make that the reward, and people will be happy for quite a while. People have been asking for an MVM thing for quite a while. Add a new map, add a new prize you can get, and you're sorted for at least a little bit. Especially if you get a map that's already existing on the workshop and like you create a whole tour out of that. And then you also could probably find MVM rewards that are on the workshop and add those into the game as well. So there's an update sorted for you and you haven't had to do a whole lot of work. I am severely underestimating, I think, the amount of work that goes into putting all of that stuff in the game and the testing you have to do. So that could be me. I might be an idiot and think that it's really easy, and it probably isn't. Or even better, just communicate with the community about what you're doing. Like, if you're working on an update and you think it might take another couple of months before anything actually happens, then tell us that. I think this is a massive problem with Valve as a whole, is that they don't communicate anything that they're doing. So never once in the whole time I've been playing TF2 have we really known what is actually happening, what Valve are planning on doing with the game, or when anything is going to be released. We got to vote Pyro versus Heavy, but with no promise as to when that update was actually going to happen. I assumed that they were starting the vote kind of when they had both updates almost ready to go. It was at least another year after that vote before the update even got mentioned again. I also think at this point we are straying a little bit further away from the point of this video, and that is basically that we need an update. It could be literally anything at this point that adds a little bit of content into the game, like that MVM thing I mentioned earlier. That would be perfect while Valve are still working on, maybe, hopefully, potentially even working on something bigger. I don't know. I really, at this point, don't really mind all that much. I just want to make videos about something new in TF2 because it's been a while and I kind of miss it. And I don't want to make a bunch of videos about a new crate that I really don't care about. So anyway, that is going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please make sure you leave it a like and also subscribe to the channel if you're new. When we hit 60k subscribers, I will be giving away a Kilowatt Killers Kabuto, so you're not going to want to miss that. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.